Now to migrant crossings along the Texas-Mexico border. Border Patrol says the Eagle Pass area is feeling the major strain of an influx of large groups of migrants. They're mostly entering the U.S. in rural areas.
Vanessa Croy with the KENS5 Border Team talked to a farm owner who said most of those large groups are showing up in her backyard.
This landowner said it's happening at all hours of the day and night. Large groups of migrants, some over 100, trekking across her crops and threatening her family's livelihood. But she said it's the uncertainty of who's hiding among these large groups that has her on edge.
These people just came over this morning from Mexico. They crossed through our farm.
In the last few months, Katie Hobbs said her Maverick County farm has been ground zero.
They're streaming in from the river.
Large groups of migrants.
We had another 60 this morning. The night before last, there was another 100 and some odd. And then we had another 150 or 60 the day before that.
Using her property as a gateway to enter the U.S.
At any time of the day, it could happen. Or night.
Del Rio Sector Border Patrol officials said the Eagle Pass area is the new hotspot for a major spike in migrant activity.
Look at this.
Over 3 days last weekend, agents encountered over 3,500 migrants across the Del Rio sector.
And I would say the vast majority of those were coming through our farm.
Hobbs and her husband grow onions and melons at their farm that runs more than 7 miles along the Texas-Mexico border.
They only need to come through about 5 feet of cane, and then it's a pristine farm, beautiful, nice roads, the whole 9 yards. They just walk on in.
We first met Hobbs at her farm earlier this year when she made a shocking discovery.
Look at this.
5 little girls abandoned,
Dumped out on the side of the river here on our farm.
and left to fend for themselves.
There's lots more coming.
And now Hobbs said the impact of these large groups
We have a lot of anxiety about the future of farming down here.
could be a threat to their livelihood.
They've been plotting over our onion fields, which are just now starting to come up. My husband's 75 and not in the best health. He was down there yesterday herding them out of the field.
And the uncertainty, a threat to her family's safety.
It's just always in the back of your mind. Is someone coming through your backyard all the time? You don't know who these people are. You don't know anything about them.
Over the last few months, Del Rio sector officials said they've arrested convicted felons, sex offenders, and MS-13 gang members and found weapons left along the river.
This is life in open borders. There's really nowhere to go. I mean, this is our home. We're old. I mean, what do you do when you've got everything invested here?
With the KENS5 Border Team, I'm Vanessa Croy.